Well, right now there's the whole Israeli-Gaza situation. And I really thought about this.
Okay.
And I'm Jewish myself.
Okay.
I've been to Israel and I've been to Palestine.
Yes.
I've met with Israeli families in Israel. I met with Palestinian family in Palestine.
Okay.
We actually went over and met with them and everything else like that. But my take, and I've made public statements about this, is that I feel that both sides are wrong.
Okay.
I feel that the leaders of both these places are, their policies are killing the civilians.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely don't agree with what Hamas did, coming in, killing hundreds of people, killing Americans, kidnapping people, killing kids, killing concert goers and everything else like that. And I also don't believe in the policies that Israel has put on Palestine in the Gaza Strip. It basically created an open air prison. There's lots of barricades. They can't really move freely. It's 2 million people there. And there's been a lot of bad feelings. I'm not a fan of the Israeli government.
Right.
And I put that out there. And I basically said, look, listen, Kaylani recently made a video saying, she's, I believe she's Palestinian or Arabic. And she's like, yo, we need to say something. Like, all these entertainers aren't saying anything, need to say something.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a tweet.
I saw it.
I said, has anyone noticed the most famous Jewish person on earth, Drake, and the most famous Palestinian person on earth, DJ Khaled, haven't said a single thing about the Gaza-Israeli conflict?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Drake is too busy. He's been writing paragraphs about Joe Budden hurting his feelings about his new album. DJ Khaled has been working overtime promoting his new Jordan sneakers, but both of them have been silent on this topic. Why is that? It's because both of them are so thirsty to maintain their relevance, they wouldn't dare risk insulting a segment of their fan base. Heaven forbid that Drake might debut at number 2 behind Taylor Swift because some of his Palestinian fans choose not to stream his album. It'd be the end of the world if Khaled sold a few less sneakers because some Jewish people decide not to buy his Jordans. Mm-hmm. And that's the difference between artists of today and timeless legends like Tupac. You know damn well Pac would be the first one to speak about something that's so close to home.
That's so true.
If something that happened with Pac that he identified with, that he grew up with, he'd be the first person.
I totally agree.
Would not hold his tongue.
Not at all.
And if he lost some sponsors or whatever, screw it.
Right. I totally
And
agree.
some people say, well, Drake is really black. He's not really Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
And what I say to that is, Drake has a Jewish mother.
Does.
Which by Jewish law makes him Jewish.
Right.
At 5 years old, his dad and his mom divorced. And he lived with his mother.
Mm-hmm.
His white Jewish mother and her Jewish family in a Jewish neighborhood called Forest Hills in Toronto.
Right.
At 13 years old, he had a bar mitzvah.
Mm-hmm.
He's very Jewish.
He's very Jewish.
He's very Jewish. Before he was Wheelchair Jimmy on Degrassi, he was Jewish. Before he was Drake the rapper, he was Jewish. Mm-hmm. So it hits very close to home whether he wants to admit it or not.
Right.
Before DJ Khaled produced a record, he was Palestinian. Before he ever DJ'd a club with Luke, he was Palestinian.
Right, he was.
His family are all Palestine, from Palestine. I don't want them to take a side. I don't want them to denounce a certain side, unless they, of course, feel like it. But they should say something. That's how I feel.
Okay, I respect that.
What's your take on it?
I don't discuss religion and politics. I want to tell you how I was raised. I don't discuss religion and politics, but I will make a state 2 things.
Okay.
I'm much older than you, but I've been seeing this since I was a child on the news, these fights.
This conflict's been going our entire lives, even your life.
Yes.
Your entire life.
Entire life.
Israel and Palestine have not gotten along.
Not got along. And I'm tired of it. And I think this is something that's never going to be fixed. I hope they figure something out. This right here, to the young kids who might just found out about this type of war and these things happening. Because, those people don't follow that stuff over there. We've been following since we was kids.
Yeah.
They've been doing this since we was kids.
Before that. Yeah. Since the 40s.
Yeah, they've been doing this a long time.
They have.
And I have no take on it. I feel bad about the murders and what they did to the babies.
Well, I'm going to say this. In my Breakfast Club interview, I had mentioned that Hamas had decapitated a bunch of babies.
Yes.
And people are pointing out And that was the story that was running up until that day when I guess the Israeli government said that they can't confirm that that actually happened. So I'm not sure that happened.
I was watching CNN News. No,
some outlets have reported on it.
Yes,
but I don't want to put. You know what I'm saying? I
respect that.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to sit there and taint the situation against one particular side with something that I saw hasn't been confirmed yet. So we're not going to put the whole cutting off the baby's heads.
I like how me and you agree like that.
Because okay.
I saw stuff on the CNN News. They said that it was heads.
Yeah.
They didn't show, but then they show pictures of the babies getting shot. But to follow your lead on it was one thing that we truly believe in. If we don't know something 100%, we are not going to discuss it.
We're not going to rock it.
Right.
You know, we're not going to rock with it.
But I can tell you something from an OG to you.
Let's go.
When you see celebrities like Drake and
Khaled.
DJ Khaled,
yeah,
I think that you can never tell another man what he should say or how he should move. And let me tell you why. It's like people who have a lot of money and you say, oh, they should do this for the homeless or they should do. You can't count someone else's money and you can't tell someone else how they should feel just because they're quiet. I think that you can voice your opinion. I have a suggestion that this is how I feel, but from your end, you think they should speak up. But they could be doing something privately to do something for those families. You just never know. So being an OG.
Yeah. Listen, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't know Drake. I don't know Khaled.
But you're so animate, you're so passionate about it.
And you know something? And my passion has woken people up. Like the whole Kehlani thing, I think, was based on what I said.